Greetings. Today, the moon continues in Virgo following Monday's first quarter moon in Virgo. So we are in that mood of the day that is practical, earthy, hands-on, and attending to the details. I am Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, June 3rd. And with the moon continuing in Virgo, we have that opportunity to notice what is not as perfect as it could be. So that has, just like everything else, right? That has its upside and its downside. Our capacity to notice what is not perfect can drive us crazy if we can't fix it all, especially when it comes to self-criticism, right? So Virgo can be very self-critical because it brings in that energy where we notice what's not perfect and we notice what's not perfect about ourselves. So Virgo is also here to remind us that sense of humility. And so the places where you do find yourself going into self-criticism, reframing that to remember that you are learning. You are in the process of becoming your ideal, most perfect, very best self. And it is always a process. And what incredible opportunity life brings to have the joy of moving through the learning life's lessons and learning more about who we are and what we're capable of. So if we felt perfect from the get-go, we wouldn't have that opportunity to learn and grow and discover and be in that spirit of wonder at what is really possible when we have the humility that Virgo reminds us to step into. So stepping into humility means we are willing to see the divine and we are willing to see the perfection in all things, in all moments, because all things and all moments have that Pisces divine perfection, unconditional love, unconditional worthiness and acceptance. And so that dynamic, that axis between Pisces and Virgo has the Pisces, everything is perfect because everything is one and everything is part of the divine. And Virgo reminds us that you are separate from the divine and you have earthly work to do to learn and grow and discover what you are capable of. So Virgo is the energy of the apprentice, right? It's that energy of humbling yourself to something much, much greater than yourself, to a teacher, to a craft, right? To something that you are learning. And you don't start out as a master. That's just the way it works, right? You can apprentice yourself to someone or something that has this perfection, this mastery, but in your own life journey, you start as a beginner and you learn and grow along the way. So Virgo energy reminds us that we have that amazing capacity to learn and grow. So if you are noticing any self-criticism or any places where you notice your own imperfections, just remember that this is part of your journey of learning and growth. And then Virgo becomes just as perfect as everything else. So we also have this amazing chance to get hands-on, to work on things, to make a difference, to improve, to have things become better. And as we improve ourselves, as we improve things in our environment, even something as simple as picking an area and cleaning it up, clearing some clutter, opening some space, or finding something in your environment that's not working and taking the extra time to fix it or to clear it away or whatever it takes to make those improvements that is ultimately really good for your soul. And today we also have the moon squaring Mercury. Mercury, as the ruler of Virgo, is reminding us of where we can work toward perfection, especially having to do with communication. And we are in a Gemini moon cycle. So thinking about attending to details having to do with messaging, information, learning, writing, everything that has to do with mental processes and communication. And so really working on finding the right words or working on your own inner critic to reframe and reshape how you talk to yourself, and it makes some improvements around that in, and think of those improvements as something that supports you to be your best self. You are doing the work to help yourself to learn and grow, to become and step into your highest potential. That is always part of your journey, is to recognize that there's more potential to step into. So the beautiful thing about being alive is that there is work to do, and also that we get to experience what it's like to move into that space where things are better. Whether that is something as simple as sweeping your kitchen floor or something that's really maybe much more challenging for you to step into and make improvements to, do that for yourself. Do it for your highest potential. Do it as an act of love and an act of self-care to honor and nourish your journey of stepping in to all that you are here to be. Thanks for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. I so appreciate you and all of your support. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for all of your likes and sharing these videos with a friend. I really appreciate the support. All right, see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.